Welcome back to Financial Independence 101. This is Mike. Today I want to talk to you about this upcoming presidential debate between Trump and Kamala. This will be Kamala's first presidential debate, and she's allegedly preparing for it for a week or something like that. Not quite the 12 to 15 days that Biden needed, but I guarantee you Kamala will perform better than Biden. That's all there is to it. But she'll show a lot of her weakness at the same time. Trump, on the other hand, this is his 7th debate, and I predict he's going to perform the same as he has in all his other debates. Pretty much what's there. But what really matters in this are the issues, and I'm going to go over the issues. I'm going to let you know what I know. I know for a fact what they're going to talk about because these are the issues. And we'll discuss this so you can be a little bit more prepared. But this begins at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think that's 7 around here. We're going to get into talking about this coming up. So I want to talk about the taxes, the tax plan, and that's obviously going to be something they discuss. And Trump's proposing to make tips tax-free. Now, there's a lot more to this than what people are talking about. So I should have made a whole video about this, but as a 24-year restaurateur, I know that servers that get tipped in cash, they don't claim it all. They count whatever their tip is, it goes in their pocket. But as technology went by, less and less and less servers are being tipped with cash. Now they're being tipped on the Ziosk or the point of sale payment system that's at the table. And Ziosk is one of the biggest ones. But with that, now they lose that opportunity to basically not pay taxes on their tips. And Trump, he pretty much understands the business. He is a businessman. He understands that that's how servers were back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. But now with technology, that's not there. That's really where it's going, the not taxing tips situation. But a lot of people that work for tips, they are trying to pay their way through school and those kinds of things, and not the highest paid out there. And the minimum wage that's for servers is a little bit on the ridiculous side. But getting into all of those, Kamala's trying to copy this point, and it's kind of funny, I think. The Trump tax cuts are set to expire. So what are Trump tax cuts? 4% on average for the middle class. And that's where it is. What they tell you, the lies they tell you, is that Trump's tax cuts benefit the wealthy only and not the middle class. In fact, it's 4% for middle class, 0 for some of the higher income classes. So it's a pure lie that you get on the media about his tax cuts. And the Democrats don't just want to let that expire. Now, when I say about the Democrats, Kamala doesn't have her own tax policy. She has the Democrats' policy. And Kamala 100% will be another globalist puppet to do their bidding. That's why they don't like Trump. But we'll get a little more into that. But she's going to be a globalist puppet. And the tax that Kamala is talking about, or she's not talking about it, but it's already been exposed through her administration, that they want to go to 45% capital gains, meaning that when the stock market starts collapsing, you're going to end up paying 45% when you sell. When you sell your stocks, you're going to have to pay 45% of your capital gains, which is terrible. The other thing they're proposing, of course, they're ending this whole 1099K situation, where now the future going forward, if you sell $600 worth of stuff, you have to have a tax attorney basically prepare your taxes for you, because you're going to be getting 1099K, and it's I'm a little exaggerating on that, but still, $600 for you to no longer be able to file a simple EZ form, that sucks. And then the fact that they're wanting to they want to leave these tax cuts to expire so the middle class pays a whole lot more. And all of this, it just sounds like Trump's idea for taxing, and less taxes is way better than way more taxes, which is what Democrats want. Now, we keep seeing all these shootings. I don't know why it's inundating us so much. Well, I do actually know why. They want to eliminate the Second Amendment for the most part. They do not want, Democrats do not want you to be able to protect your home and to be able to protect yourself and your family. And they want to eliminate that. And that's what these shootings, every time there's a shooting, Democrats are wanting to pass legislation on this. And you know what? Trump just recently got shot. Yeah, he got shot. People try to say he got shot at. He got clipped in the ear, and it was intended to go right through his brain and all that kind of stuff. So where is Kamala going to stand on the Second Amendment? Obviously, we need some tough gun regulation. But I predict Trump's going to be, just got shot, right? He's going to be, nope, I support the Second Amendment. He will support Second Amendment 100%, and he's not going to be passing any policy. But I want to show this the day before, and probably 18 hours prior to, and maybe even only 17 hours prior to the shooting. Truth Social, Trump's stock got shorted by 12 million shares. Shares! That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to just, out of the blue, short, when there hadn't been puts sold on this since May 15th. But then July 12th, the day before his shooting, 12 million shares gets shorted. And all kinds of people involved in that. High profile names. Just saying. Now your news is talking about these shootings like we give a crap. Well, it's sad, it's terrible, but it's not the only news story that's out there that needs to be reiterated 57 times. But they haven't really been talking about the government shutdown. And we got Jeffries slams the House GOP funding plan. Well, there's two reasons. Number one, they want to cut spending. Democrats want to spend like crazy, and the GOP or the Republicans want to cut spending because we have record debt. We have $35 trillion in debt. We can't afford to keep interest rates at a normal, acceptable 5% level. It has to be an artificially low 0% level. At 5%, we actually could do something. But they can't keep it there because of the crazy, radical $35 trillion in debt. Also, it's kind of funny that they're kind of upset about the whole fact that they're wanting to tie, Republicans are wanting to tie the SAVE Act, or basically Making Elections Fair Act, to this bill. Congress returns from recession and shutdown clock ticks because Johnson is proposing that we have regulation that does not let illegal citizens or illegal immigrants, non-citizens, the newcomers, what's the correct political term? The criminals that illegally entered our country and their first act is a crime and should be immediately sent out. Is that the politically correct? I don't know. I might add a whole bunch more to that to make it more politically correct. But the people that make a mockery of what my grandmother had to go through, the system to become a citizen that my grandmother went through, and it took probably over a year. I don't know the exact time, but my grandmother was proud to become an American citizen, to work hard in this country, and other people just walk across and get handed their whole life. It's just handed to them and paid for by Democrats, paid for by you in your taxes. Okay, what do the Republicans want? They want to require documents to prove a person is a citizen before they can register to vote. Oh my gosh! Democrats are losing their mind. This can't ever happen. Because how are they going to cheat in November? I mean, there's still the cheaty mail-in ballots. I want to reiterate this. November 6th at 2:46 in the morning, if we don't have all of the ballots in and counted and everything's done by then, like 2016, then that is, in fact, a proof that they cheated. They're too busy cheating. 30,000, 1 million extra votes just showed up 2 days later. No, don't tell me that. We need to say Democrats are going to be trying to cheat. That's all there's to it. Hey, guess what? We don't want Republicans to cheat. I'm a Republican. I don't want them to cheat. I want the voice of the people, although a lot of people are duped by your media these days. So what's the left trying to say? It's already illegal for non-citizens to vote in federal elections would make it much harder for all eligible Americans to register to vote. How? Let me see. I live in a world where I've never been able to vote without showing my ID. Under any circumstance, I can't even process any situation in America that could ever arise where you don't show your ID. I can't process it. I can't even, I've looked through thousands of pages of how it could happen. I still don't understand. How could you vote without an ID proving that you are a citizen? How can you vote? How does it happen? Well, there's only one explanation: cheating. And people are doing it all the time. Republicans just saying, we want a fair election. Democrats say, screw you. Now I wonder if Trump's going to bring up the whole Ohio City with Haitian migrant influx thrust into the political spotlight. I'm going to leave this up here. I mean, I'm not going to talk about all these talking points, but they're there. And I just have to say that the immigration is going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big deal. And Trump is going to do something about it. Kamala was supposedly the czar, the immigration czar, the border czar, and she didn't do anything about it. And now Google is busy trying to eradicate any evidence of that for her. But that's definitely going to be a hot button tonight in the debate. So I'll be watching this debate. I'm sure Kamala will do better than Biden did, but I guarantee you she's going to show her weakness, her inability to even articulate the issues at hand, and she's going to talk in circles. Her answers are not going to be very good. It's going to be funny. I'm going to get a lot of laughs out of it, and she is going to have a lot of talking points that she has memorized, and that's pretty much how it's going to go. But anyway, I think Trump's just going to eat her lunch. He's going to tear her up, and that's just going to be interesting to watch. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Financial Independence out.